In this video, we're going to focus on drawing shadow effects on shapes. And luckily, this is very similar to drawing shadow effects on the lines. However, this is very interesting because with this, we can create an almost a 3D effect, or with the shadows, we can create an environment. So what I mean by that is, well, first of all, let's draw one shadow here, or this one shape. First of all, we're going to say a ctx dot begin path. So we're going to start with that, and then what I want to do here is, because we're going to create an arc, I want to say here constant angle equals math.pi divided by 180 degrees, and then here you can say constant radius. Let's make this 50 pixels. All right. So then here we're going to say ctx, and then we're going to say here fill style to give it a background color, and the background color we can just use here color red. That will be fine. And then I'm going to create here a ctx.arc to draw the arc, and here we're going to use let's say 100 pixels on the x, 100 pixels on the y, and then we put in the radius of 50, and then we're going to make a full circle. So we say angle multiplied by 0 and angle end multiplied by 360. Finally, counterclockwise false. Once you have this, ctx.fill to draw the item, and then of course ctx.close path. Save that, refresh. Alright, so now we have this, and what I want to do here, well, basically with shadows it should be maybe black, but I'm going to just use the opposite and we'll make this white. We're going to create a shadow here that is white. So to do that, I'm going to enter here, and I'm going to say here ctx.shadow color, and this shadow color will be, in this case, white. If I save this now and refresh, you will see nothing happens. And the reason why is the shadow at this moment is exactly on top of the circle, or on the red arc. So, or not on top, behind, exactly behind it, because the red circle is on top of it. So, if you want to move that a pixel coordinates, what we're going to do is we just say here ctx.shadow, and then we're going to say offset, the offset, and then this offset can be x equals 5. Save that, refresh. Now you can see here now what is happening. We get here the shadow effect nicely. And then what we could do as well is, of course, going down here, putting an offset on the y as well, meaning it will push it now down as well. So now we get this effect here. This here is very useful because you can almost create an environment where we have, for example, a sun, and the sun would create a shadow effect on all the other elements. So to show you that, I'm going to show you here this, and this of course can be very useful for neon effects as well. So I'm going to just copy this. We're just going to duplicate this one for now. And then here, the position here will be 250. Or sorry, I'll make this 100, and I'll put this on 250. So, and then here this, I'll just comment out for now, and I'll just save that and refresh. Alright, so now we have this here. So we have this height here, more lower. So imagine if this would be the sun, we want to push this, and I want to push this then down, but not to the right side. So what we can do here is very simply, we say the offset x will be removed. I put on here, and we say the offset y could be like that, or maybe even more intensified. Save that, refresh. There we are. So now we have this one, and then I guess we can say here the offset should be here, set on 0 for the x, because if somehow it grabs this one most likely. So if I refresh here, you can see it now works nicely. So we have this one here at 0, and then what we could do here as well is a ctx.shadow blur effect, and this blur could be maybe 10 pixels as well. So say here 10, save that, there we are. And this here becomes almost a light effect or a neon effect. If we want a real neon effect, what we need to do is basically get any of these colors, or let's say we're going to grab the yellow color in this case, and this yellow color we put in here, and then we're going to make sure that this will be as bright as possible. We can save this and refresh. You can see we have it like that. What we can do as well is to make it re-intensify, to get a 255. Now I'm not sure what the official yellow, what they call the term electric yellow or neon yellow. In this case, this is green RGB, but 255 would create what we call electric green or neon green. So if I refresh here, you can see we get this neon effect here. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to make still 2 more circles, and I want here where the effect goes to the right side or the shadow, and then this one here in the center here or here down, and it will have of course a very similar effect. So you can see and compare them all step by step and side by side. So I'm going to put this in here. We say here the red one as well. Alright, and then what we have to do here is first to figure out the position. If I want to put it in here, I have to go basically to the right side of X amount, and what I want to now, I want to go X amount of 250, but the height will stay on 100. If I save that, refresh, alright, so there we are. And then let's change that one. I'll make this one blue, so I say 255 blue for this, and this could be maybe yellow, that'll be fine, so different color. Then here for the offset, let's make this 10 for now, put in 0, save that, refresh, and there you are. You can see here now, this creates a new shape as well. So let's put one here, final one, and then we're basically done here. So we have an understanding of this. But you can see you can do a lot of nice stuff with this. So let's say this one and this one will be red. So say 255 on red. So we have neon red color. And then here, this will be 250 by 250. And then here the offset like that, 10 by 10. There we are. And then of course, if I would remove the blur, let's remove the blur for every one of them. You will see it will look very nice as well. Save that. You can see here now almost a effect that we can imagine. If this would be the sun would shine, and then we have here the shadow, and the same here, we get here the shadow, and then here the shadow as well. So with this you can play around with a lot of more creative ways of color effects, and of course creating these neon effects by making it a bit more blurred.